Oh shit. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shit. Shit, I'm messing up. I don't know what's going on with me right now. Fucking Carol, she's a killer, and she specializes in killing kids. I didn't know she was that hardcore. That shit's kind of crazy. Like she taking it to the extreme. It seems like after killing that girl, now she knows she. I think in her mind she says, "I know I can kill anybody now. Pretty much, I can kill anybody." Anyway, Sasha she gets herself some heat so she can let off a little steam, and she's trying to keep from going soft because she's in those walls now. Walls are tight. Anyway, she's shooting at these damn pictures, and she's hearing voices like Mariah Carey. Like she's really hearing voices. Shit was crazy. At first, I kept thinking the walker was gonna pop out on her, but it didn't. So all that noise was probably in between the ears, like in her head. Anyway, Rick's War Council, they have a meeting, and somebody leaves them a message. They're talking about how they're gonna fuck everybody and how they're gonna take over, and we need to get our hands on some guns. We got to get us some heat, right? They said because that's the only way you're gonna make it hot is if you have some heat. So they found one of the walkers, and it has a W on his forehead. Now, somebody told me that they think it was an M. Could be. But the reason why I say W is because it's a W facing. If the walk is standing up and looking at you, it's a W. So if it's an M, somebody wrote it upside down. Anyway, and he gets caught in the cut creeping. Daryl was out there doing his thing, and he said, "Bring your punk ass out right now. Who the hell are you?" And it was Aaron. He said, "What the fuck you doing following me?" He said, "You could have got killed just now." That type of deal. Aaron wants to talk some old dumb shit. I'm out here, catching Pokemon or something like that. Anyway, Rick starts to take over early. They go into whatever town this is, and Rick's talking about taking over. We need to put guns in these people's hands. We gotta do this. We gotta do it. He's already giving out orders. He's trying to son the damn mayor already. That's how quick he's trying to take over. And then Sasha says, "Put me in the watchtower. I want to shoot some shit up." And then they said, the lady, she says, "I don't know if I can do that just yet." She's smart. She ain't an idiot. She's like, if I put her in that fucking tower, I don't know who she's going to be shooting at. She said, "We're going to let somebody else do it for now. Then maybe later on we'll let you in that tower," because they said that she's like one of their best shots. So she could be good in the tower unless she turns on the motherfucker. That's the problem. And homegirl doesn't know whether she's going to do that. But I think Sasha really just wants to shoot some shit up. Like if a walker comes, she wants to shoot that. If a person, an innocent bystander, but we don't know whether he's innocent or not, comes by, kill that motherfucker because we don't know, And then she says, like, if that would have happened, they would be like, "Why'd you shoot that guy?" And she said, "Well, I didn't know." And then they said, "But you didn't know if he was good." He said, "Well, guess what I do know? The motherfucker ain't gonna be doing anything else today. That's what I do know." Anyway, Carol, she plays a punk for the takeover. She's talking to the people, and she used the gun before. What's it like? That type of shit. She knows how to use a gun pretty well. And she's like, "Is that a gun?" That whole type of act she's putting on. So she's getting ready to take over. Also, they were planning on getting to those guns. They said they wanted to leave the window open, and she already went for the latch. The latch is up, and it's mind right, money right, ready for war, basically. The crew, they go to the community get together, and they are so fucking out of place. It's ridiculous. Everybody kept saying, like all our core members, they're looking around. I don't know how to act around a lot of people. I haven't seen this many people since the outbreak. You know, that type of shit. Like, what's going on? People being nice. They must be cannibals. And that's what everybody's doing because they're so afraid because they're not used to that type of stuff. They haven't seen it in a while, basically. So Daryl and Aaron, they go out to catch some Pokemon, right? Or really, they was trying to catch one Pokemon. I think it was Ponyta or some shit like that. They went out to catch that Pokemon, and the damn walkers got to it first. Now, to be honest, I think that Aaron was just using that as a time to get to know Daryl. He was, sizing him up, basically. He was just going to try to size Daryl up, trying to get a good bead on who Daryl is, especially since Daryl looks like he's still on the outside of the wall still. I bet you he smells like shit. I know after a while you get used to the smell and you won't even notice. But everybody else took a shower. They probably looking like I would have the actors look at Daryl like, or take a few steps away from him as they talk. Take a few steps away from him because he still got shit all on him, dirt, crust, everything all on him. Anyway, the horse got killed. Like if I was Daryl, and as soon as I seen those walkers on the horse, I'd have killed the walkers, right? And brung in the horse for meat, to eat. Why not? Like we eating good today. Steak. Anyway, excuse me. Now Aaron, he wants to be Daryl's friend. And he wants to invite him over to his house. In my mind, I said, Daryl better get some grease ready, because I don't know what he got in that house. Plus, Eric and Aaron might jump him. You never know. They might take something from him, prison style. So I'd have been scared. I'd be like, I'm not sure. I don't know about all that. Can we at least get to know each other first? Or let me make sure I got some grease on me just in case something happened. It won't be too bad. It won't be too bad of an experience. Anyway, creepy ass dude Pete, the husband that was watching on the porch that day, he wants to know who's smashing his wife. So he goes over to meet Rick. Now, he leaves Rick with his wife. He did that on purpose. See, I peep game. He says, here, I'll go get the drinks so y'all two can chat it up. Side, and he's looking at he hasn't taken his eyes off him. They think he did. He's looking at him the whole time. He says, let me see. Let me find out what the hell is going on. Because he already knew. So he's just watching to wait for, for Rick to go ahead and do something so that way he knows, yeah, this is a guy smashing my wife. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it was. Kissed the little hoe too. Anyway, she's already got somebody on her ass. Now this dude need to leave my girl alone. Seriously. But anyway, she's faithful. She's good. She didn't want to cheat on me, so she left the dude alone. She went over into the other room. Anyway, Aaron, he's got a job for Daryl. Turns out Aaron was sizing him up because he wanted him to be a recruiter. So that's what Aaron was doing. Aaron's a recruiter. He goes around, follows people, sees what they're like. If they seem to be decent people, bring them in. Now, in Daryl's case, he said, bring them in kicking and screaming. He said, if they're kids, bring them in. Like, choke them out, bring them in. Bring everybody in, pretty much. If they seem like they're decent, choke them out till they pass out, bring them in. Plus, also, he said that he likes going outside the walls every so often. And that makes complete sense. Like, even if it's like you're risking your life, that. You don't want to risk your life, but at the same time, being cooped up, you feel like you feel like you have no freedom. Like you only can go within a 2-block radius. So every now and then he has to get out and get at the same time. He doesn't want his boy Eric to get killed. After Eric got touched up, he said, you know what? Let's leave this for me and Daryl. Let's leave it for the pros. So he's trying to keep, basically the main thing, he's trying to keep his little husband alive. Hey, I ain't gonna blame him. Shoot, I'll try to keep somebody alive too. Anyway, Abraham, he tells Michonne some real shit. I like that little conversation they had. Abraham gets drunk, and when he gets drunk, he becomes Nostradamus, basically. And he's thinking, he said, you know what? He's looking at the little sword that Michonne was playing with. You already know she was thinking of. She's thinking of, damn, I had to use a real one to kill motherfuckers for the longest. Abraham told them, he told her, he says, you hope that you never have to use it again. True, but here's where it really got good. He says, and you hope that you never get used to not using it. And he damn sure right. He already picked that up before he had, like, Rick was talking about it. Carl was talking about it. A few people was talking about Abraham. He already knew. He said, when we get in here, we can't get too rusty. Some come up, something happen. And next thing you know, we back on, square one, and we lost our sea legs. You don't want to lose your sea legs. And yes, every time I say sea legs, I'm going to do this. You don't want to lose your sea legs. So you got to stay on top of that, because anybody can walk up in there and walkers get too much for the wall, take the wall down. It happens so many times. Why wouldn't it happen again? So don't get too used to it. So when he said that, I was like, dun dun dun. I looked like the surprised groundhog or whatever. That's what I looked like. I was like, yeah, he's right. He makes absolute sense. Anyway, Carol, she gets caught with her hands in the cookie jar. She crawls up in that window, goes for the heat. Homeboy sees her, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I just came to cop a few pieces from Sweets. Anyway, he said that she was following him. Like she just said, "What are you doing?" He said, "I followed you because I wanted you to make me some more cookies." And then she says, "Okay, I can do that, but you gotta make one promise. Don't tell your mom." He said, "I got to tell my mom. That's my mom. I got to tell her." She said, "Oh, you ain't telling nobody. You ain't telling the goddamn soul." She said, "If you do, you're gonna be a soul real quick." She threatened the kid. She's a kid killer. She threatened him. She says, "Now she didn't just threaten to kill him. She said, I'm gonna leave you in the woods to be killed by the walkers slowly." She said, "They're gonna tear you a new asshole slowly, and you'll be shitting out of both of them before you die." So Carol's is a killer. She's a psycho. Now, if she's willing to do that, I'm not sure if she's fit for the team. I would be scared. Like, she can kill anybody at this point in time. I'd be scared. Like, Carol would scare me. Anyway, homeboy, he just, like, all he wanted to do was for her to make some cookies, and she's in there getting some biscuits. That's what she was doing, getting some biscuits. But the biscuits was to kill the whoever is in their way if something goes down. So this war council is just ridiculous at this point in time. Anyway, Rick, he goes after his little hoe back at the party. The girl passes him her kid. He's playing with the kids and whatnot. Like, this is going to be Carl's brother. Passes him the baby, and the lady's looking like, this is your new father. Turns around, kisses the lady, and she's like smiling, giggling and shit. Pete's an asshole anyway. That's what she was doing. Pete's an asshole anyway. And he sees her later on, and Pete didn't do anything. So obviously she didn't tell Pete. He's gonna smash this girl. He went after his little hoe. Anyway, after that, Sasha, she went Mariah Carey on us. I mean, she had a real mental breakdown. She's in the middle of everybody. They asked her, what does she like to eat? What's her favorite food? The guy, the woman says, she said, I'm worried about making something that you won't like. She said, that's the only thing you worried about? And it was basically people in that town, they ain't worried about nothing. They ain't worried about nothing. So she's thinking, like she's all jacked up from all the stuff that happened to her so far. And she's like really concerned about a lot of stuff. She got a lot of fears and a lot of emotions are running high. and she's looking like these motherfuckers are having a good time right now. We could be getting killed right now, and all they want to do is play cards. So that's how she feels. Like these guys aren't taking life seriously. But really, I think she's really just having a Mariah Carey breakdown. Anyway, Miss Mayen, she's got a plan for Sasha. Sasha goes out and she had a little talk with her. But you see how she was looking at it later on, like as she's walking out the thing? She's got a plan for it. She's not sure about what Sasha's going to do. Sasha seems unpredictable now. So now it's like, okay, I gotta get ready for when this brawl goes crazy. Anyway, Daryl's going soft. The war council get together again, and Daryl's the one that's saying, I don't know if I want to get some biscuits involved. I don't know if we need that much heat. We don't need guns. That type of thing. So it seems like he's going soft, and all you had to do was give him a bike. Who knew that? Who would have thought that all you had to do was give Daryl a bike and he would go soft? Anyway, Rick, he's plotting on, giving this girl a divorce. Later on, we see them, she's walking with her husband, and that's pretty much it. She looks at Rick, gives him the signal. When you're ready, come kill my husband. He reaches for his gun, and he says, nah, now's not the time, basically. And he walks over to a walk, and he hits the walk on the wall, and he's just standing there. I'm not sure if he's just trying to see if there's a weakness in the wall or figure out if the walkers are just coming to that portion or whether he was just trying to find out what was going on. This episode, I got mixed feelings about it. It was executed well. The point they were trying to convey was well done. They're just trying to get acclimated, trying to figure out what's going on. Not only that, you could tell they're not used to being in that area, in that environment, and dealing, with people and dealing with those types of events like that. So they're showing how much the group has changed and how much they've been out of sync and how they've basically been institutionalized. See, they're not in, but they're out, and they're institutionalized from being outside. You know what I'm talking about. They're not like institutionalized as in they're so used to being in that place, but they're used to being in that frame of mind from being outside. You know what I meant. Put the words together. You smart. Anyway, they're so messed up now because they haven't been in that world for so long, and we're seeing how they're starting to try to congeal a little bit. So that's pretty much what was going on. Also, they also wanted to show how messed up the group is. I think the group is going to have some dirt on them. Let me think about it. At this point in time, everybody's got a body. So maybe a few people going to slip. Like Rick is ready to take somebody out to take somebody's woman. So Rick really didn't snapped. Michonne, we see she had a breakdown. She, Mariah Carey, she got a little glitter on us real quick. But she didn't get psycho homicidal maniac type of shit on us. Sasha, she never had that type of breakdown, but she did have a breakdown, and now she's having of course I'm talking about those two first, those both my wives. She had a breakdown too, but she didn't have a psychotic breakdown. Seems like she's having a psychotic breakdown now. Real Mariah Carey breakdown right now. Shit crazy. I wonder if she's going to become like homicidal. She seemed like it. We did see her one time she killed somebody, but that was only because that person killed, was part of killing her, killing Bob or whatever. So that's that. Rick is like I said. I already talked about Rick. Daryl seems to have the opposite effect, even though he's the one that's trying to stay, street ready. Carol's talking about killing kids. So each group, after a while of killing, people over and over and over again, they're gonna get used to it. I think that's what they're trying to say. Even good groups is gonna have a little dirt on them. I think that's what they're trying to say. But the reason why I say I had mixed feelings because it seemed kind of slow. Didn't really seem like they gave us a lot for the episode. We got an hour long, and all we get is them, trying to get acclimated to being in that camp. And on top of that, we already know we don't need them in there for the whole, 40 episodes or anything like that. So we got to get the move on. We got to see some shit happen. What happened with the gun? They ain't say anything about that. What happened with that W? Or somebody said maybe it was an M. So what was it? Morgan? I doubt it was Morgan catching up to them that fast. What happened with the girl? Did the girl take the gun? Which I think she did take the gun. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much stuff to cover, and the only thing they really covered was Sasha, having a little breakdown, and basically the whole team having a little, the breakdown the teams are having, and how everybody's trying to get accustomed to living in that environment. That's pretty much was it. I want to see some more shit happen though. I want to see somebody get killed. I want to see the whole town get taken over. I want to see what Rick's got in store, what his plans are, what's going to happen. So it was kind of slow. That's why. I'm going to give this episode a 3. Don't get me wrong. It was well executed. It was, it wasn't bad. It was decent stuff happened in it, but it was just so uneventful to me. And it was just a little slow. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a 3. Anyway, let me see what's in the comments. Rick said, man, I can cap this fucker right here, right now, and take his bitch. Just got a gat. Wait, damn, how you? No, that ain't gonna work. Shit, just got rich, took a broke nigga bitch. Basically, that's what Rick said. He said, just got my gat, about to take this boy's hoe, take his little hoe. This episode was, man, yeah, it was kind of in between. I mean, would I recommend watching it? Yeah, I would say watch it. But like I said, it's not going to be anything to run home about. You won't be talking about, to everybody about this episode. Okay, Daryl is PP. Yeah, he is getting soft. Divorce results in penis being chopped off and thrown into a dumpster. I don't know about all that, but I know somebody's going to have, like what you call them, Pete's body is going to be well ventilated. He will not be he will not have lack of oxygen. There's going to be plenty of holes in his ass. He's going to look like SpongeBob. The motherfucker's going to look like a beehive when Rick get done with him. Okay, Rick is, man. Yeah, he's all right. Rick is all right. I want to see more changes and see what's going on with Rick. I feel like it will be a while before something bad happens. I hope not. Okay, night review and analysis mean wax sauce on the sweet honeymoon. He said wax sauce. Everybody saying it's whack. I can see where you're coming from. I wouldn't disagree with somebody saying it was whack, but I don't technically think it's whack. I'm looking at it from a technical standpoint. Didn't really seem like it was bad. It just seemed like it was slow, and they could have did more with it. It did seem like it was uneventful. We got Morgan out there. What the hell going on with Morgan? We just basically got a whole episode just to show how they're getting acclimated to being in that town. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Like the video and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. You got the power to change that. Peace.